Good morning. We greet you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ and are thankful to President McLeod-Walls and to the offices of Institutional Advancement and Alumni Relations for this high recognition. I am thankful to all of those who are here with me today, who have traveled here, particularly the Reverend Shania Chandler, who has been so significant to my professional and personal life, and my son, VP3, or Vernon Percy Howard III, who can be found on Spotify, VP3 Productions. You have given an African-American preacher steeped in the prophetic Christian tradition 5 minutes to give remarks. Good luck with that. This is the first citation I have ever received that I do not have to have a checkbook or a lawyer to get me out of. This place is sacred because it has been the ground upon which noble acts of justice, of freedom, of liberation have taken place. In that hall, during the Civil War, men and women utilized this ground to pick a side. Whether you would be for freedom or for slavery, whether you would be for justice or oppression, this ground has been used historically to advance and protect and defend what we interpret in the best ways we know how as the ground to defend the rights and justice and equity for everybody. And all in here should be proud of that legacy that we share and the future work of continuing to bring justice and equity to all of God's children in American society. I was asked, what are some of your memories that you would share? And I wrote that I think my most impressionable memory is more of a stream of consciousness rather than an event. There was the thrill of helping to lead the resurgence of the men's varsity basketball program, and our career all-time program high 25 home wins in a row without a loss in 85-86 and 86-87 seasons. You're welcome, Coach Holly. There was being selected to receive the Colonel Alexander Donovan Senior Male Award by my own peers. Having been one of about 30 or 40 African Americans and being selected by a majority of fellow students who were not African American was an honor for me that helped me to see and have even greater confidence in the goodwill of all people, no matter what the color of their skin. There was the day that we as a campus came together, led by the Black Student Association and other leaders and the administration, when we came together as an institution and built moral consensus around the need to cease flying Confederate flags through the center of campus because of the very real historical and present harm it brings to the humanity and the dignity of blacks. Certainly, there was the best thing to ever happen to me here at William Jewell, having met my lifelong friend Calvin L. Osborne, Esquire, who is now a prominent attorney and city administrator in the Washington, D.C. area. That friendship has endured and has enriched my life, and I say thank you to William Jewell for being able to provide the climate and atmosphere for long-lasting, meaningful relationships. My 5 minutes is probably up. You may not be able to become a perfect leader, but you can. No, you must become a moral leader. What does that mean? In part, becoming who knew? A critical thinker. Critical thinking about one's own complicity with that which harms self, others, and creation. Critical thinking about one's own participation in those systems and structures that harm other people. And then courageous action to transform self and community so that all that we do hopefully lends to the welfare of others. On this ground I stand. On this ground you stand. On this ground together we all stand. Let us continue together to stand together on that sacred ground, defending and advancing the welfare of all people in God's creation. God bless you and God keep you.